Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to talk about simple exercise combinations that you can do at home. Some of these PT benches will make their way into the house, and I think sometimes people are intimidated by the machine because they don't really know how it works. It's not as straightforward as a machine that's got a weight stack that's really one-dimensional, where you don't have to use your brain and get in and just do one exercise. But what you can do is you can set this machine up for your house where you could have it set up like this every day, and you could just do a quick little circuit around it and hit every muscle group. And then once you get that routine, which isn't that hard, 3 or 4 or 5 moves, you can just leave it like this in your basement and wake up and do your little circuit as long as it's balanced. And then hopefully, over time, you'll want to be more creative with it and do new variations, and because there are so many movements you can do with this machine, it'd be kind of silly just to stick with the same basic ones. But if you want to for a while, I get that. I know a lot of people are just want it to be simple and straightforward. So anyway, so here's the first move. I'm going to just do a back move. So you can have this set up at your house like so. You're just going to do a high row, okay? So you can do 10 to 15 of these. That's your back. Then you can go right into a push-up to hit your chest and your shoulders, right? 10 to 15 of these if you can make it. So there's our chest move. Then we need to walk right around and go right into some shoulders. Okay, I already have this set up for shoulders. And I would just do some front raises like so, keeping your arms high. Be 20 of these, okay? And you can just stay here and go right into bicep curls, 20 of these. And then right into kickbacks, right? You can do alternating or 2 at a time, and these are for your triceps. So 10 to 15 of those. And that's your entire, well, not your entire, but your basic upper body muscle groups. That's a really balanced routine right there. So let's say you do that one morning, and you went through it 2 to 3 times. I forgot something. We're going to go backtrack a little bit. I would put on your belt right away if you're going to do it this way. And then you go right on over and get some legs going. So you don't want to skip your legs. Pop right into here. And you could do 15 to 20 squats like so. Okay. And then you would go right back to the beginning. Okay, so that's one quick series that you can do. Another one, I'm just going to keep it set up, would be to do flies right away. And you can either leave this here, or I like it a little bit higher so that my flies are a little bit, they hit me a little bit higher on my chest. I'm going to squat down. Do 10 to 15 flies. This is your chest again, just like your push-ups was, or were, I should say. Okay. So we go from there to a lower back row. The first one, if you recall, was up here high. You take this one and go low to the belly button. All right. This sits a little bit lower on your back. 10 to 15 of these. And after you're doing that, this one would be tough right after that, but you could try some bicep curls, the straight bar, right? 10 to 15 of these, hitting your biceps. And then from there, you could go right into some more shoulders, okay? Instead of doing front raises like we did last time, maybe you want to do a little lateral raise this time, where you get low and you take it right out to the side, okay? 10 to 15 on each arm. Okay, and then for triceps, instead of doing a kickback, maybe you just come over and grab one of these and do your extension overhead. See that? 10 to 15 on each arm. And then, right, keeping your elbow in tight, extending high. And then last but not least, we'd go on the legs. You hook yourself back up. And you could go into a forward lunge then. Alright, so you just go stride it forward. Stride it forward. 10 to 20 of these, depending on how you're holding out, okay? So, those are just a couple quick circuits where you could have your machine hooked up and you can mix and match. Those are pretty balanced. I didn't get into core there at all really, but they all use some core just because you're standing and stabilizing yourself. But obviously, if you wanted to round this out, you could do your hyper extensions and then a few sit-ups as well, okay? Or some obliques, so right here on the middle pad. So those are your options, and I just don't want this machine to be too intimidating for the home because to me, once you get the hang of it, even if you just had it set up like this, it's really simple, and it's not intimidating at all once you get used to it. So give it some thought for your house. Thanks for listening. See you next time.